I'm gonna start talking once I I guess I could just start talking now, right? Come on into the live, come on into the live. Lord, send some people into the live. I'm about to start talking some truth here. So Parker room. Look at this. Corwin L. Gilliams here from CLG Lifestyle, influencing you to love self. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the platform. Coming at you live on this blessed Sunday. Blue skies, good life. See these blue skies? Look at the mountains ahead. Wow. See those mountains? Anyways, Corwin L. Gilliams here from CLG Lifestyle, influencing you to love self. Coming at you with another video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I wanted to talk to you about, I guess, testing or, staying true to who you are, being your authentic self. And God will talk to you God can talk to you through any means, right? And I think a lot of the times as maybe a spiritual or religious person, whether you're Christian, Muslim, whatever, that you can allow religion to confine you in that you think God only speaks to you, or you're the only person who know God based on your religion. And one of my weaknesses for a long time has been not being open-minded, right? Not being as open-minded as I think I am, at least. And one of the reasons is because I believe of how I grew up, right? I grew up in a very conservative environment. Oh shoot, 17 viewers. I grew up in a very conservative environment in that, if you're Caribbean, you already know. It's just certain things you just don't go for. And even if you have things about you that are more liberal, you'll find yourself oppressing it because it just doesn't go along with the culture, right? And then that brings about a whole nother situation when it comes to mental illness and happiness and all of these things that come with you not being yourself. And so, as a born-again believer, I've come into the understanding and the importance of being open-minded, right? Not being afraid to say no, but also not being afraid to say yes, or not being afraid to say maybe, right? Maybe I might like this, but I wouldn't know unless I try it. Outside of cultural conditioning, I feel like as men, in most societies, men are taught or told to be, to be kind of like strict and not, not open-minded, right? And oftentimes when you talk about open-mindedness, it tends to go towards a sexual connotation, but that's not what we're talking about here. If you know who you are and you're confident in your sexuality as a man, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just in life, So as I was saying, you'll find that God will talk to you in some ways. And so I went to a mosque today, and this was my first time going to like a mosque, right? And for those of you who don't know, mosque that's like for Islam, if you're Islam, right? So so towards the end, it said there's a motto that says to look out for your people and be yourself, right? And one of the things from day one, God was telling me was to be myself. So I knew God was talking to me in that situation, right? So so I say that to say I won't necessarily become a part of the brotherhood, right? I say that to say, I'm still a follower of Jesus Christ. I believe Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, right? And that's who I'm going to show reverence to and worship. I'm not going to honor and worship no other man but Jesus, because that's who God revealed to me is, the Messiah, right? Is the King of Kings. And so, however, in contrast, on the other side, in the mosque, they were showing reverence to like Minister Farrakhan and Elijah Muhammad, and that's fine. I was happy to even be able to sit there respectfully and really listen to other people who, they talk about God, but they don't necessarily acknowledge Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. And so, with that being said, I've always heard, right, that when you go to, if you're Islam, like they acknowledge Jesus Christ as a prophet. They don't necessarily acknowledge him as, the savior of the world, right? So so that was evident. Outside of that, I felt like the principles as far as like one God, principles as far as like acknowledging like Abraham and Moses and David, even and again I was pleasantly surprised when it came to like how they talked about Jesus, because if you may think that Muslims there's like a competition, or they're opposing Christianity and Islam, and to a lot it is, because ultimately what they do deny is the one thing in Christianity that God says we have to believe. We have to believe in his son Jesus Christ as the Messiah and the Lord and Savior of the world. They don't believe he's Lord and Savior of the world. They do believe he's a prophet and that he, was God's messenger. But that's a limitation on the truth as we know it, right? So that right there. So towards the end, what's going on? So towards the end of the lesson, or the church, or however the meeting, they were asking, if you want to be a part of the brotherhood. And obviously, my allegiance is to the Lord. So there was, to me, it didn't make any sense to be a part of that. So I ended up leaving. But I did, the person who invited me or whatever, I don't know, sometimes God will use you in some mysterious ways. And if you just, as I said in the beginning of this live, don't allow religion to put you in a box. When you're a disciple of Jesus Christ, God is using you to go to some places and to meet people, because he wants them to experience whatever he wants them to experience, and he has equipped you with whatever is needed for that individual. Sometimes you may think, oh, you go into a group of people or a bunch of people, and God is only using you for one person, right? So yeah, that's the moral of the story. If you want to support my platform, go ahead and do so right now. My cash app is $CLG Lifestyle. I'm also going to leave the information in the description box after this live, so that you can go check out my other platforms. But that's all I wanted to say. Be open-minded to how God is going to use you. Don't let religion or the denomination of your religion cause you to be in a box and to hinder how God is going to use you, because God can speak through anybody and through anything. And that's one of the things that I've had to learn as someone who was formerly very closed-minded. And my closed-mindedness has caused me to miss out, I believe, on a lot of amazing relationships, a lot of amazing people. And, you know, when you have certain perspectives, you can't see certain things, and you don't allow yourself to be in a position or be in spaces where God can really bless you and change your life forever. So, that's basically, that's basically it. If you want to go ahead and like, share, and support the platform, you can go ahead and do so right now. And I'll come back on maybe later on to do another message. With that being said, beautiful people, it's a beautiful day today, as you can see behind me. Blue, amazing skies. And I'll talk to you guys later.